go. We're going. I didn't realize I pressed the button. Hello, all my merry makers. I am Becca, and it's that time of the day or month, time of the month again. It's called Let's Talk Tuesday. For people who have been here before, thank you so much. Appreciate every like and comment that you put on my videos. It does help me as a YouTuber, in case you didn't know for some reason. To anybody new, Let's Talk Tuesday is my monthly video, first Tuesday of every month. I need the caffeine today. Anyway, first Tuesday of every month, and I talk to you a little about what's going on in my life, give you a little bit of a peek behind the curtain, because I am a person. Sometimes we forget that the people that we see on YouTube are actual people, and they have actual lives and do actual things. Today is a crochet in chat. I am working on the Afghan for my roommate's son. Almost done with this panel, which makes me excited because it is panel 3 of 4. Now that won't mean that the blanket is done, because I still have to put on a border and all sorts of other goodness. So, you know, there's still lots to do. And yes, this is a Christmas present. Yeah. This is the same young man whose birthday was right around the same time as Thanksgiving. It was originally supposed to be his birthday present, but yeah, that didn't happen. So I gave him a pair of snorkeling goggles instead. It's something he had been wanting. So that, you know, when he goes swimming, water doesn't go up his nose. He seemed really appreciative of that. So that always makes me feel good when I buy a present that is well received. I like giving presents. I like getting presents too. Let's, and I just dropped my lid. It's gonna be okay. Anyway, let's not beat around the bush. Most people like receiving presents, but I also like giving presents. I like giving presents that, make the person go, oh wow, thank you so much. The type of present that makes you say, wow, this person really thought about me when they bought this. So, when I say my gifts are an expression of love, I'm not joking. Now, not all love is romantic love. Some of it is for family. Some of it is for friends, and some of it is not for family. Oh, my seatbelt is digging into my neck. I'm not moving, so I don't need my seatbelt right now. Want to wish everybody a good winter season. Let's not attribute any holiday to it. I am gearing up for Christmas. As I said, this is a Christmas gift. But I know not everybody celebrates Christmas for one reason or another. In fact, I've learned there are some Christians that don't even celebrate Christmas, which doesn't make sense to me. But apparently they feel like it's too commercialized and doesn't actually focus on the real reason for the celebration. Who knew? Anyway, let's not forget Hanukkah. I found out Hanukkah doesn't start until after Christmas this year. It feels really late. Like, in my and yes, I am aware of Hanukkah because I actually used to work for a doctor who observed Hanukkah. So when I say in my experience, Hanukkah is usually before Christmas. Yeah, it starts on Christmas Day and goes until like January 1st or 2nd. Count the days. It's 8 days. I know, but I don't have a calendar to count the days in front of me right now. And I don't have anybody in my life who's celebrating Hanukkah, and don't ask me to spell it either. Listen. Listen, Linda, listen. I could not spell Mississippi if it wasn't for the song, so don't even get on to me. I know it's like CH something, because it's not spelled the way it sounds. And I know that there are some people who are celebrating Kwanzaa, which I'm still trying to understand because it doesn't seem to be based in... I have to reread the history of Kwanzaa. Let's just leave it at that. So, and again, there are some people out there that don't celebrate anything at all. Not even, oh goodness, what's the pagan holiday? Brain does not want to think right now. Festivus? I want to say Festivus. So, and yes, there are still some people who celebrate Festivus. So there you go. Christmas is going to be really different for us this year. My roommate is my roommate, which was not a thing until February, March of this year. So we've had to move things around and make space for her and her children when they arrive. She has split custody with her ex-husband. So that means we really don't have the space for an actual Christmas tree. Now, I do have a tiny little 1-foot Christmas tree that I was thinking about putting up. And, it usually hangs out in the middle of the table. But between her youngest child and my youngest child, I could just see that not ending very well. So, but my roommate has a felt Christmas tree. So today I prepared the wall that it's going on, because we have one wall that almost has nothing on it. So when the Christmas tree does go up, I don't have to move a bunch of things off my wall. Like wrapping Christmas presents and piling under them the tree long time beforehand is not going to be a thing. Again, just not enough space in my house for that. So it will be almost like we celebrate Santa Claus, because it will be one day there's no presents, and then boom, there'll be presents. But the presents won't stay there for long, because we're not, so we're I get to celebrate 2 Christmases this year. I get to celebrate Christmas with my blood family. And that's going to be Christmas morning, at my brother's house. And we're going to be there for most of the morning, it sounds like, starting at either 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. And then we're supposed to be out of there before noon. Notice the question mark in my voice. At least because I'm not quite sure about the timing of that. Because that's, let's see. I've got 4 people in my immediate, and then my 2 parents, him, and then my brother, his wife, and then her adopted son. So that's a lot of people, and usually we take turns opening presents so that everybody can see what you got and see your reaction to what you got. That actually stems from my childhood. I grew up in a family that had a little less money. So by opening presents that way, it made you appreciate the presents more, and it made opening the presents a little bit longer. We'll see if that's still what we do this year. What else? Oh, and then after that is done, we're heading back to my house, I believe. So it's like, okay, well, what are we doing for Christmas dinner? Because normally Christmas dinner is either, for most people, is either a ham or turkey again. For my family, it had been prime rib? No, not prime rib. Sirloin. No. What is it called? That's gonna drive me nuts. Some cut of beef that's super tasty and usually a little bit more expensive. But because I've been trying to eat healthier, that means I really don't eat red meat. And I've paid the price because when I do eat red meat, it makes things not happy. We'll keep it nice and non-gratuitous today. So it's just like, okay, well, and I don't even know if my mom's going to be up for cooking because she is actually having surgery. So it's just like, okay, wow. I'm not gonna lie, as long as we get to eat, I'm that much of a foodie. Like, even with the diet, I'm still a foodie. As long as we get to eat, I'm good. So, if it's microwave chicken nuggets and vegetables, that's fine. What matters is that we're together and we're, having a good time. What holiday traditions do y'all have? I'd like to know. Interested to figure out, I had a friend who they all got to open a present on Christmas Eve. And it was always, the present they opened was actually pajamas to sleep in that were Christmas themed, so that the next morning everybody was in their Christmas pajamas and they could take a picture. So, but that sounds boring, but some of the pajamas that they would get were so cool, like Marvin the Martian and, Peanuts. So I was just like, man, that sounds like a cool tradition. So stuff like that, I like to hear that, my roommate, she lets her children usually open their stockings on Christmas Eve, and their stockings are usually like their favorite candy, maybe a fun pair of socks, stuff like that. Nothing too overly the top flamboyant. I don't have any Christmas Eve traditions. I mean, I used to go to candlelight services when I was younger, but I also remembering that being like pure torture when I was younger, so I don't do that with my kids. Yeah, usually it's hot chocolate and plain cake donuts for breakfast. And then, like I said, the lunch is usually like, you know, ham or roast beef or something like that. I know somebody who makes a Christmas lasagna. How awesome is that? I mean, especially if it's a really good lasagna. Have you ever had a really good lasagna? The whole type that makes you wish you had two stomachs. I mean, just thinking about that makes my mouth water. I really need to learn how to make a good lasagna because I can't eat Mrs. Stouffer's no more. Well, I've rambled on long enough. I hope you will join me later this week for All the Things Thursday. Because we didn't do one on Thanksgiving, there's going to be a little bit extra. So make sure that you're prepared. What else is going on? I have a couple of videos that I still haven't posted that I have one that has me reviewing the Crochet World magazine from back in, I want to say late October. I don't even know if I want to post that one anymore. So let me know if you still want to see that, even though Christmas season is basically right around the corner. Because that was their Christmas episode issue. That was their Christmas issue. I've got unboxings I still got to post to you guys. That's why I've been posting so much lately, because I've just got so much to share with y'all right now. Anyway, if you liked this video, please give it a like on the button down below that's shaped like this. Shaped like this. Not like this. This. I know I hit that button sometimes on accident. It's like, no, not that one. Anyway, especially if you're a subscriber and would like to say subscribe. That way the evil YouTube overlords don't kick you off my channel against your will. If you're not a subscriber and you would like to consider subscribing, please do so. It's mostly yarny content, and if that's your jibe, I definitely encourage you to subscribe. Yes, I did just rhyme on purpose. Tried to take off a lid that was not there. And if you really want to help this channel grow, share this video with everyone you know. In the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao.